Brands Hatch, very nice track and perfectly suited for this car. It is a very cheap car, I think 24,000 credits, stock. It's a Lance Evolution Tommy Makinen edition and then the RS version. So this is specifically made for rallying, doesn't have any luxury, which also implies for you that it has less weight. Weight is the enemy. It is all-wheel drive. I set it to have a very nice turn in, and then you see it works like a charm. And it is fast on the straights because it can carry a lot of speed through the bends, but also it has enormous amount of traction. Even when I hit the sand, I try to show you there's some sand and some grass, you see it is able to cope. It will be a handful, as I also showed you, but it's also still able to dig out of there, and then you brake late, take the inner corner and then explode out of that corner again. Carrying much more speed than all these race cars do. Again, two race cars there, they go brake, and I wait a little bit and then overtake. There's also a little bit of a rhyme. So I have set the bias of the brake towards the rear, that it has a little bit more of oversteer. Look at that front carbon hood. Also braking late here for this corner. Taking the inner turn, exploding out of it. It was a little bit too tricky. See what I did there? Now I try to oversteer it out of that corner again. I made a mistake. Hit the greens. So at the grass you lose a lot of traction. Correct it again. So it oversteered one turn, one side, then oversteered the other side, and then I tried to set it up for a corner, even though I was spinning, to at least be directed the right direction. You see here I took some grass, but it can cope with everything. So this car can also be used for rallying. You only have to change the tires. Now it's on hard racing tires, because that's the best tire that's allowed for this race, and it functions pretty well. You see also the wear and tear to the left, braking late, taking that inner corner, exploding to the next, braking late, again seeking that inner corner. This is a Megane trophy with a big V6 and rear wheel drive mid-engine race car, and you still just annihilate it. Still 3 cars in front of me, only the second round, so doing well. And when you drive it perfectly, I think you can almost lap the last car. You will not be able to, because the 600 points prohibit you to be that fast. They're all in that range, but this car is really around its 600 points magic for me. I think it's one of the best, if not the best car I currently have within this 600 points range. It has traction, it has acceleration, it has good turn in, quite a good access that you can exploit. So you have good acceleration, good top speed, and pretty enough for this course at least, and also very good traction and cornering ability, which all contribute to a very nice car. That is a racing Lancer, braking early, brake late, still hugging that corner, braking late, hugging the corner again. This is also a fantastic car, an Alfa Romeo 155 with also big V6 and I think 14,000 RPM redline, so that's a very racy engine, a touring car engine. But this does not have that racy redline, but has a lot of torque, which really jumps it out of the corners, and now in the first place. So at the end of round 3, even with those 2 mistakes, really digging into the championship. And at the end of this round, if you win, you get 45,000 credits, It is not the highest tire, but it also does not take you that much time. A little bit over 1.5 minutes on average, depending on the car. But this little car that you see here can also easily do 1 minute 25 seconds. But of course you will lose some time starting the rounds up, and also you will lose some time when you finish them to collect the money and go through the reruns that you are allowed to save, but you normally just skip. Also, I like the sound of this Lance Evo engine. It sounds nicey, throaty, racy, without being exaggerated. Also, a little bit of grass is not a problem with this car. You will not lose that much speed. Again, late on the brakes, taking that in the corner, and exploding out of it again. So 126. Could have been better if I did not touch the grass there. But it gives you an indication of what this car is capable of. Braking extremely late. Sometimes also when you release the braking pedal a little bit and then let it slide again and re-grip, that helps you not to overcook the tires. As you can see displayed in the left corner, those front tires especially are becoming red and are even on the coolest time yellowish. That reduces their grip and you need them to corner quickly. So a little bit letting off the brake can help it to cool down a little bit more, and that helps you to get more traction. See, if you overcook it, you make them too hot, you will lose a lot of grip, which means that the cornering will be a lot less beneficial to you. You see, once you overcook the car, as I tried to do here, also the rear tires were overcooked a little bit. That implies that the car is becoming very unstable, hard to control, and that will make your car suffer tremendously in the handling ability. So just to demonstrate there what will happen if you do overcook the car, overcook the tires. It implies a lot of damage being done to your lap time, as you can see. 10 seconds longer, but also the car will handle like a pig once it's heated. There you see the credits that you can gain. Here the replay. There you go. 45,000 credits, which is nice. Have a great day.